time to start thinking about planting garlic. In Maine, we start planting it middle of October around. It is probably one of my favorite plants to grow. It's not just useful in the garden for cooking, but you can also make earrings out of them. Lovely earrings. That will help keep the vampires away too. No, garlic is a great thing. It doesn't take up much space. You don't need a whole bunch to kind of keep you going for a while, and it's something that you can kind of save and keep going every year and building your stock. You can get to the point like I do where I never ever have to buy store garlic. I actually put my nose up at it when I'm in the grocery store and laugh at it. And there's two types of garlic. There's hardneck and softneck. This is hardneck garlic, and you can tell it's hardneck because you can't really move the stem. This is softneck garlic. There's really not much of stem there, and when there is a stem, it's really soft and pliable. And then you can kind of see how there's multiple cloves. There's multiple cloves around this with one giant clove in the middle. Where a hardneck has the solid stem in the middle with multiple cloves around that solid stem. Hardneck garlic has a hard stem that will produce scapes in the spring, and that is what essentially would be a garlic flower. And it produces little bulblets, like mini tiny little garlic bulbs at the end of that. So you need to pick scapes from your hardneck garlic because it increases the size of your bulb. When you leave the scape on, all the energy is going into producing the flower, the bulblets of the plant. So therefore, there's no energy going into producing a large bulb. You may want scapes that the hardneck produces because you can eat them, and then you can increase the size of your crop by saving the bulblets if you don't pick the scapes off in the spring. And then now the softneck does not produce scape. You could use this if you don't really want to use scapes or if you just don't have time to pick scapes. Softneck garlic stems are soft enough where you can braid and it holds. So you can just produce braids and hang them to dry. Where the hardneck could take a little bit more work because you'd bunch them together and have to put string or something to tie them together and then hang them. And I would say softneck is probably a little more aesthetically pleasing if you braid them and hang them. The benefits of garlic, it can help deter pests. You can interplant it like in between carrots and grow your carrots on the outside. You can plant it between your broccoli, cabbages, and kales, and that can help prevent pests. One nice thing about garlic, it has a long straight stem. It doesn't shade out other plants if you plant it in between, like as a companion plant. And then it's just really easy to grow in raised beds, and it's so worth the reward when you have a fresh bulb in the winter that you might roast and put on some good bread or whatever you choose. One of my favorite things is picking green beans, because I make my green beans come at the same time as my garlics come in. So you pick fresh green beans, and I think last week I probably put 2 bulbs of garlic in like a serving for like 3 people for green beans. So it wasn't just green beans, it was like green beans and garlic. And one more I feel important thing about garlic is adding in a couple inches of compost, mixing it in with your soil at planting time. It will definitely enhance your garlic and give you a good quality garlic. Compost, compost, compost. So I tend not to get sick too often because I tend to just like munch on garlic whole, and I think it helps a lot, and I also wear it.
This number.